So I saw something really exciting and I just have to talk about it. I was scrolling on X and I saw some pictures of these new Ichiban Kuji figures. There's a new Skypiea set coming out. But yeah, not much has changed here since my recent video. I'm putting away King right now, this King, and also this Sanji. I gotta go get his box, and then what else? I think that's about all that's changed, and I also have this Yamato in the box now. Took her out of, where was she? She was right back there where the ghost is. And all these WCFs down here are going to be a pain to put away because I'm going to want to heat all of them up, because sometimes with the older ones, when they're on there for so long, sometimes I'll notice the base or the support pole will end up cracking. And that happens with other figures too. Like this is a pretty old figure and I bought it new sealed in the box, but it was already like 13 years old or something at that point. And I think it was the same day I opened him, one of these pegs broke off, or maybe it was a few weeks after, but either way it was, brand new out of the box. But yeah, I guess the plastic aged during that time, so even though he had been, sealed in the box in the bag, it was still brittle and ready to break, and it broke super easily, that one peg. But at least the figure itself is fine. But yeah, I just want to make it clear that I'm not like singling out WCFs. These kind of things can happen with all figures, probably even scale figures, it just depends. But yeah, I do love WCFs, and I think I mentioned in one of my recent videos, maybe 5 videos ago, that I wanted to buy a whole bunch more, but every time I have to put them away, I kind of change my mind on that. And over here I have an Android. I have him out on display somewhere else in the house, but maybe I will do a video of this one. I'll just open him up here and show his different part combinations and stuff like that, because it's a really good figure, and they're coming out with another one, not of him, but of the dog, Ochi. I'm pretty sure his name is officially supposed to be pronounced Ochi, but I was always calling him Owachi as I played Pikmin, Pikmin 4? So yeah, even though it's incorrect, I'm gonna keep calling him Owachi, because that's kind of just ingrained in my brain now, and I don't really care too much. So now let's look at those figures. I'll put it on the tripod so can get it a little bit stable as I look at my phone screen. And yeah, in the past I would let things like this stop me from making a video. Like I would think, oh, I gotta go to the computer and use the better microphone and share my screen to have it in good quality, but sometimes that prevents me from making a video in the first place. So yeah, we're just gonna look at my phone, and yep, Skypiea set releasing October 29th in Japan. And we don't have any news on the Ichiban releases yet, because this is pretty new news. I think it's been out for like a few hours now at the time of recording this. So first up we have Prize A, Monkey D. Luffy, Masterlise Expiece. And I wonder how they're going to support this one. Like, it's probably going to look pretty ugly with whatever stand they come up with, but I do like the fact that they're even making it. And then below Luffy, we have the Prize B Nami, and I love this one. She's on the waiver. I also have the Sculptures Nami, the Skypiea Nami, and I just recently broke another piece of that one. Like, I bought it already broken, and then I broke a piece off of it myself after that. I was trying to repair my figures. I have that video. I made it like a few months ago. I'll upload it eventually. But yeah, this one was looking pretty good. Nami on her waiver. It looks like her pants are painted pretty nicely. Looks to be some shading in there, and also the bag there, and then I think her face looks pretty good, just my first impressions, but hopefully we see some more pictures soon. Like hopefully Ichiban pre-orders go up and then there'll be some more pictures. And sometimes they just add pictures to this Ichiban Kuji page too, so that's possible also. And then below Nami is the one I'm really excited about. Look at that sexy beast, like what a fucking badass Montblanc Cricket. But I would love to get a Cricket figure, a Noland figure also, my god. But yeah, look at that sexy beast, look at that muscular back. I did not think we'd ever get a figure of this beast, look at that. So yeah, I think this one's amazing. I just love it. I love these types of characters. I love him and the 2 monkeys that work with him, Masira, and what's the other one's name? I always forget. Shoujo or something like that. But yeah, I love that we're getting these Skypiea figures. It gives me hope that we can get pretty much anything, like maybe they could do Arlong Park at some point. But yeah, what a badass here. Look at those feet. You can see some veins in his feet down there, and then very muscular body. He's just perfect. So I'm really hoping this one gets an Ichiban release, but even if he doesn't, I'll eventually get him some way. And then below him we have Wyper. And yeah, I think this one's fine. I have the Sculptures Wyper, which I like better than this one. I like the paint job on it better, and also the pose, though there's not really anything wrong with this one. Though it looks like he doesn't come with anything to sit on, and there was also that recent other Ichiban Kuji figure from the Hunter x Hunter set that Mike was from, the Zodd family set. It was Zeno or Zeno, however his name's pronounced, and I'm pretty sure he did not come with a chair, but he comes in a sitting pose like that. So I saw a lot of posts of people making their own chairs for him. So I think that's kind of weird when they don't come with chairs, but yeah, you can always set them on something, right? Like the edge of your shelf, or you could find something, but still, it would be nice if they came with something for people that don't want to come up with their own solutions. And that's it so far. So, oh wait, there's also this Berserk Ichiban Kuji set, and thankfully these ones are getting Ichiban releases. So this set is releasing September 25th, 2026 in Japan. And yeah, there's some good stuff in here. So we have Berserker Armor Gut standing up, and there's also a different version where he's wearing the helmet or whatever you would call that. And in the US, that version is a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, so that's the only place you can get that one in the US. If you're ordering, straight from US sites. Of course, you could import it from Japan or whatever you want to do. But yeah, both of these are getting Ichiban releases. So is the Dragon Slayer. Same as the other Dragon Slayer, the one I have, but this one has blood on it. And then we have Prize D, Beast of Casca's Dream, or whatever that thing's called. And there was an expensive resin of this I wanted years ago. But yeah, they're just so big, so expensive that I don't buy resins. So I love that we're getting a PVC figure of this thing. I think it looks great. And then we have Prize E Zodd. So this is using the same sculpt as the Zodd that I already have, but this one has 2 horns. And I think the pose is altered a little bit, like he's leaning a little bit more forward, and he also has a base. So yeah, I love the look with the 2 horns and also how he's angled. I feel like it might give you a better view of his face, because I love mine. I think I actually like that one better maybe. I'm not sure which one I like better. And yeah, I think this one's really good too. It looks like maybe his horns have some more color in them than the one I have, which is pretty good. I love that one too, but going off these pictures, it looks like the horns might be a little bit more nicely colored on this one. And the great thing about this one for people who missed out on the first Zodd, because that one did not get an Ichiban release, but this one is, and he's only like $150. The first Zodd goes for like $240 to $300. Maybe you could find a good deal, but I paid about $300 for mine like right when he released. So yeah, it's great that there's another way to get a modified version of that sculpt now for only $150. The only thing I don't like about it is the base. You can see it's kind of covering his leg back there, so I think it's kind of ugly looking. Like it's just so thin and narrow. I don't know. And I wonder if even with that stand, if he's going to still need supports on his wings, because with the Zodd I have, the first release, the wings are the heaviest part of the figure, so he is kind of back heavy. And the stands he comes with aren't too distracting for me, so I wouldn't really mind it. I'm just wondering if this one will be able to stand up with only the base or not. I'm kind of thinking he might come with some other support for the wings. But they also might be touching the floor, which they're touching the floor on mine also, I think, but they still need the supports. Well, it's not that they need them. He could stand up without them, but it might like sag over time, which is probably the reason they included them. But yeah, it's really great that this one's getting an Ichiban release, and I would love to have it too, but I already have one, and he's so massive, so I'm probably going to have to skip out on this one. And then we have Zodd in his human form, and I've seen people point out that this one looks very similar to the Uvogan figure, the Hunter x Hunter figure, which I do have. Let me get the camera and we'll go over to the box, because he's in the box right now. But yes, I'm pretty sure this Zodd is sculpted by Iwakura Keiji, who also sculpted the Uvogan figure. But yeah, it is true that they're in the exact same pose. Look at this. They both have the arms crossed like that, and can't really see the full body here. If I have a picture of him and I could find it, maybe I'll paste it here. But yeah, they are very similar looking figures. And yeah, back to the Zodd again. Yeah, his nails look to be nicely painted. Like they look like they've got some kind of dark brownish color mixed with the bone color. And same thing with his hooves down there. I'm gonna go to Big Bad Toy Store and see if they have some more pictures of Zodd, because they should have some more pictures of all the figures. We can look at some different angles. Right, here they are in Big Bad Toy Store. We can see this one is the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, and then they have the Zodd right there. And yeah, the ones I'm wanting from this set are the Zodd and this one I'd like to have, but I think I'd rather have the one showing the face, if I'm gonna have one. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to get any of these, because I got to be even more picky about what I buy now, because I'd love to be able to have everything, but it's just not possible. So let's see what other pictures they have of this Zodd. So yeah, it is the same sculpt, but like I said, this one has 2 horns, and he also might be angled a little differently. I think just the way they have him placed in the stand. Though there may also be some minor other differences that I'm not picking up on. I don't have my other one right here to compare. I think the box is actually right behind me. But yeah, he just looks great. Here's the back view. He's got the tail sticking out there, and you can see the back of his foot here. But yeah, that is covered from the front view. And was that all the Zodd pictures? Yeah, let's see. Here's my Zodd box right behind me. The SOFVICS Zodd. So yeah, this is what the first release looks like. And yeah, he is amazing, though. I do really like the coloring on the nails and the horns on the new one. I think that might end up looking better. It also looks like the teeth are maybe a bit more dirty looking on the new one. And maybe I will take this one out of the box sometime soon and do a video on him, because I've really been enjoying doing these videos where I just turn on the camera and say whatever comes to mind, because sometimes it can just be too time consuming if I start overthinking things or try to go over every single detail. So yeah, it's really enjoyable doing videos like this. Like maybe I'll forget to weigh him, maybe I won't get every single measurement, but that's just too bad. So yeah, sometime in the near future there may be a Bulborg video and also a Zodd video.